Hello YouTubers, this presentation is me walking again around where I live. It's beautiful weather, by the way. It's on how did Nero kill his mother. It's not why he killed his mother, but how. Why, I will tell you in a later clip. But I thought the how was quite interesting also. I've been to Rome a couple of years ago, and when I was on the forum I joined a free tour. And after this tour I understood why it was free. Because, yeah, all the information was a bit rubbish, and the girl that was doing the tour also mentioned Nero killing his mother, and she was saying, yeah, he fell out with his mother and he took a rowing stick and beat her on the head and had her head impaled and stuff like that, but it's not completely true. Now, Nero's mother is named Agrippina, and Agrippina got Nero on the throne. She had to do many things to get him on the throne, but she succeeds, and she thinks when Nero is emperor, because of me, he's going to be grateful, he's going to listen to me, and everything is going to be great and fantastic. Now, Nero ascends the throne in 54 AD, and within a couple of months he is doing his own thing. This leads to a lot of animosity. Agrippina, of course, angry. I made you emperor, why didn't you listen? And she's also sometimes saying, you know, other people could be emperor instead of you. And anyway, after 4 years, in the year 59 AD, Nero decides to get rid of his mother. But of course, killing your mother doesn't look very nice. Now, Nero already killed his stepbrother Britannicus, so that would make it even more. You know, you kill your stepbrother, you kill your mother. So it had to look like an accident. Now, a couple of months before the assassination, Nero goes to the Now machine, and the Now machine, yeah, it's like a theater, but it's filled with water. There's no land, there's no gladiators fighting. It's designed to have sea battles, a couple of ships in the water and people fighting each other. But there was another spectacle. There was a wooden ship filled with all kinds of animals, leopards, tigers, bears, it could be crocodiles, any kinds of animals. And during the show, people would remove the pins out of the ship would fall apart, and the animals would drown. Now, personally, I don't think what's so funny about it, but apparently the Romans thought it was a great thing. So he decides to build a ship like that. A ship that could fall apart by just taking out pins. Of course, then he needs to have her on that boat. So, like I said, they're not going on very well. But he offers her a big party. He says we're going to have a party of reconciliation. It's near Naples. The Bay of Naples is filled with beautiful villas. Rich Romans, all rich Romans have one. So does Nero. Agrippina has one nearby also. So he invites her to this party. He's very nice to her and he shows her affection, and she thinks everything is going to be okay. Nero loves me again and everything will work out. Now, at the end of the party, Nero says to Agrippina, you could go home by carriage, or you can go by my boat. I have a beautiful boat in the bay and we can sail you back to your place. Of course, she thinks everything is okay, so she jumps on board of the boat. The boat sails away, and of course, when they have left the harbor, all of a sudden the boat collapses. Now, there's a big panic on the boat because not everybody knows that there's an assassination attempt going on. So people try to save and people try not to save, but Agrippina knows exactly what's going on, because the boat fell apart. Some wood fell on her also, so she was injured, and she tells the girl, her maiden, who's with her, Acheronia, this is an accident, scream out that you're me, because then they'll save you. So Acheronia goes, I'm Agrippina, help me, help me. But of course it's an assassination attempt, so Acheronia has been clubbed to death, stabbed to death, all kinds of things. In the meantime, Agrippina jumps overboard and starts swimming. Although she's wounded, she managed to swim to her fisherman. This fisherman picks her from the water on the boat and sails her back to her house. Agrippina, like I said, knows this is not a coincidence, but she sends a letter. She sends an envoy to Nero. Dear son, I've escaped death from a terrible accident. Like, you know, I'm not going to let you know that I know that you want to kill me. Now Nero receives the envoy, finds out his mother is alive and is in a panic. He knows that his mother knows, and you know what I mean? So then he decides to have her killed, because he's very afraid of her also. He sends assassins to her house. Agrippina knows her game is up and shows her belly to the assassins, points at her womb and says, "Stab here, because this is the place where I bore him." They stab and she dies. And that's the end of one of the most famous Roman women. And after the assassination, Nero is haunted, probably for the rest of his life he's being haunted by visions of his mother and mythological creatures punishing him in his dreams. So he killed her, but he suffered a great deal from it. And that's my story on how he killed his mother. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.